Okay, I'm
Oh damn! Is this one of those all trans streams?
Who said that?
Matthew Prophet.
Matthew Prophet.
I don't know who it is. Somebody randomly popped in.
Respect.
That's funny. I like that. This is one of those all trans streams. How long did that take for that to happen, Isaac? I mean, I pushed the button like 3 minutes ago.
Took like a couple seconds.
It happened.
Yeah, so let's go get this started. So
Oh, Jacob, here's some
what's
news.
What's some news?
Here's some news from yesterday, right? I got 10 gifted yesterday.
Oh, he did.
Like, it was crazy, bro. I had to sell
Dang.
myself, but
yeah, he sold himself.
that's it.
How'd you sell yourself? Let's hear it.
So, you know what's usually in this little cup right here, right?
It's water.
Water.
Close.
I mean, Jesus turned water into wine, so
Exactly.
That
So-
Christian water.
And you know, I don't put any kind of mixer in mine, right?
I don't know.
he does.
So I want
Well,
to take your
what-
word for it.
I like my apple juice how it is.
I will say he did take my advice one time and put a splash of water in it, and he did enjoy that.
Yeah, it is. It was tasting different, but weed.
You mean watered down?
But I was just sipping on it, and the random dude pops in and just goes, "Hey, I'll give you 10 gifted right now if you pour that water on your head." And I'm like, "There's no water in this, and I'm not pouring it. But how about this? I'll chug it for you." Thought he was bullshitting. Motherfucker did it. And I was like, "Fuck! I now have to fucking do it." So 4 shots of whiskey, bro.
And
Hey, so he wanted you to pour something on yourself, right?
At first,
I think he was on the wrong website.
I think he was
Hey.
too. This ain't the hot tub streams, so that's not what this
Hey,
was.
you don't want to be in the hot tub stream.
Wait,
Things are getting banned right
wait.
now.
Was this on Twitch or was this on your was
That's
it
on
fans
Twitch.
only?
Maybe a little bit of both, you know.
Twitch is my fan.
I'm the one with the
Thank you,
OnlyFans.
Matthew, for following.
OnlyFans.
But hey, the last night stream that was pretty live though. So
That's
shout out
pretty dope.
to
Oh.
people that stopped by. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it was dope. Oh, Angel over here dancing for everybody.
But yeah. So welcome back to the DLC podcast, where we talk games, movies, and all things in between. I'm Isaac. Down below me is Jacob, where he deserves to be at.
I guess so.
Damn, that's your older brother, and you're saying
I
that
know.
shit.
He's
bro.
not the oldest. He's not the
He's
oldest.
just mad. He's
He's
just
older
mad.
than you.
Back like a couple months. All right, to the left of me is the
Couple
beautiful,
months, he
is the
says.
beautiful colored eye angel. And the one that's talking that's always
Couple
drunk is
months.
the best life support money could buy. Trevian
I mean, I
Gonzalez
guess that's
Cortez
true.
Guadalupe the 15th.
It gets longer and longer every week, dude.
No, it gets shorter, dude. He left some names
I
out.
let some names out, bro. I left some
Yes,
names
Yeah,
out.
Lazy.
it don't sound like it.
Isaac gets lazy.
I can't be lazy at times. But
Yeah, that's-
all right,
yeah.
so I already know the answer to this, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. How many of y'all did not watch anything regarding gaming this week?
Didn't. I was too busy saving lives. Okay,
Facts.
I don't have
And-
time.
All right, so far it's only me and Angel. That's
Well, I'm
watched
like,
it.
you said who didn't. You asked who didn't.
Oh, I
watch.
did say it. My bad. You're right. But Trey not picking up his hand threw me off. You like
I
you
shouldn't have
watched
to
it?
pick up my. You can look right at me and see
You
me
watched
talking.
it? You watched it, Jacob?
He was shaking
Huh?
his head. Yes, I watched a little bit today. I was trying to watch some stuff.
Which one did you watch?
I
And
actually
Jimmy, too.
didn't watch
I will get into
anything.
it.
Oh,
We'll get into that. We'll get into
Jimmy.
that.
Okay, so all right, so Angel and Trey didn't watch anything, but he was quick to be like, "Just me and Angel, just me and Angel."
Right.
I'm
He knew
sorry.
You know
Angel
what?
didn't watch
You know what?
anything.
'Cause
You know
we
what? I
bros.
think it's 'cause
Come
we
on,
bro-
bro.
I think you're just against us old folks.
I
You know
just,
what I'm saying?
I just
Right.
expect
Against us
Angel to
old
be a
folks.
part of that, but you know what? He
The
failed me.
disrespect.
The one time I tried to defend you, Angel, you let me down.
Hey man, you know what? I'm with the crowd kind of guy, dude. I don't go with you.
Yeah, with the crowd. Okay,
All right,
okay,
so real quick, let's just start knocking some of the stuff off, right?
yeah. Mhm.
No, let's knock off the main one that started up. It wasn't even E3.
Jimmy said he watched it.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Spades.
yeah. Isn't
He's
that
in.
Jimmy?
He's in chat.
Yes.
Yeah, he's right here. I'm looking. I'm reading what he says.
let's get
And Jimmy tuning in to put his input on in the group chat. You know.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
And he also said you're always lazy.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I told you, right?
Anyway, so before E3 happened, Summer Game Fest happened, and that sucked. there's only one thing that happened in that, and that was the official trailer and release date for Elden Ring. Jacob, do you know what Elden Ring is?
I'm gonna assume it has something to do with like the people that made Skyrim.
Wrong. Trey, do you know what
Okay.
do you know what Elden Ring is?
You know what's that? We literally talked
Elden
about this
Ring?
the last
did.
video.
I know we did. I
No
just
idea.
forgot.
All right.
Completely lost on that
So
one.
Elden Ring is a game that's been rumored for, or not rumored, but I guess it's been confirmed, but for about what, age of 2-3 years, maybe, right?
About 3 years, yeah.
Maybe around there. Can you educate the people on what Elden Ring is and why it's such a big deal?
It is the newest project of the creators of Dark Souls.
That's right.
From Software.
Oh, you know
And it's been a lot of people have been waiting for this game for a while. When they first announced it, all they did was the whole just the title, like Elden Ring from Software. So nobody had information about it, gameplay or nothing until I guess it was a summer festival, whatever.
Summer Game
And
Fest.
yeah, Summer Game Fest, and they came out with the first trailer, which was badass.
It was sick, dude. Like it legit looked like a next gen game. Like and I'm not even a big From Software fan, but that I'm pretty hyped for that one.
I mean, it should look like a next gen since the next gen just came out. So
Well,
should.
I mean, you would say that, but let's I mean, we could go back to the Xbox One or PS4 games on their release, and I couldn't really tell the difference between those and the
no, you're right. But at this point in time,
it's still
the-
early. They're not even a year old yet.
Plus,
No,
plus
no,
COVID
no.
hit, that slowed down a lot. Let's slow down a lot.
Yeah.
Of process.
I mean, nonetheless, it should look. It
So
should look.
Jimmy
like-
had a couple of inputs here. He says,
You know what? I funny that Jimmy found a way to be a part of this, and I respect
Yes,
him
he
for
did.
that.
Why
I
not?
know what
Why-
Elden
why-
Ring is.
Why not just
it's
put a
trash.
camera?
That's what he said.
He said what?
Dude, go to my chat. Pull up my chat on your
I
computer.
can't. Just
Why
search
can't
it.
you?
'Cause I don't have
Alright,
a
anyways.
monitor.
Read it for
says,
the listeners. Read it for the
Yeah.
listeners.
I know what Elden Ring is. It's trash. That's what he said.
Uh-huh.
Lies. No one cares about the game. Nobody even talked about it. Not even ING. And
There's an
IGN.
ING.
I mean, IGN. I'm laughing too hard because I'm reading this as y'all are talking about it and having a serious conversation, and I see Jimmy just posted all this stuff on here.
He
I'm
just
trying
being
to
a
keep a
hater,
straight
bro.
face.
He's just heartbroken because he's not here right now.
Look how offensive Isaac and Angel will get. Yeah.
I'm very offended right now. I'm heartbroken.
Anyways, let's have a conversation for the people that are actually here.
Exactly, right?
Damn. Oh,
But my,
fuck.
my point is it should look that way. Just because PS4 and Xbox One failed to meet that, I mean, the thing is they shouldn't fail to meet it again. So my thing is, if you're gonna make a new
It's
game,
not-
for the new
I know the
system,
example Isaac was putting, but that's actually for like every new console that comes out for the next generation. Their first few games are still going to be like the in between,
right,
So-
right. But but I guess in my point of view, it shouldn't be. If you're spending so much money on new consoles, you should expect.
At the same
Better.
time, though, it wasn't.
I
it didn't begin. It
will-
didn't begin development. It didn't
I
begin
will say
development.
this though. I will say this: the fact that they actually did that, I'll respect them on it.
Yeah, it's like because they're making this before the release or the announcement of next gen consoles.
Yeah.
So I mean, give them
I
some
mean,
props
like
on
think
that.
about it, like the Legend of Zelda. What was it? It was called the Breath of the Wild. It came out for the Wii U and for the Switch, and they basically look like the same game.
Breath of the Wild didn't come out for the
Which one
Wii U.
did
Yeah, it
it?
did.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Good.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
No, it
I
didn't.
don't think it did.
Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild.
The
Breath
Breath of the Wild
on the
came out
Wii
for
U.
the
Only
Wii
for the
U.
Switch.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up right now.
Because I didn't
Look it
know
up.
that either.
That
Why would they do that?
Kill Angel. He's the same type of person that said Twilight Princess didn't come out on the GameCube.
Did they? No, it did come out on the GameCube. It did.
Yeah, it was supposed to be for the GameCube, but they ported it to the Wii.
I mean,
I want to watch Jacob eat crow real quick.
beat who?
Eat crow.
I don't know what Crow is. All right, it did come out for the Wii. All right, I was wrong.
Yeah, you
I'm
were wrong.
surprised. I would admit
I-
that. I mean,
You
at
had no
that
choice but
point,
to
I
admit it.
thought
You're
the Wii
proven
U was
false.
dead because everybody just stopped paying attention to the Wii U, which is still, in my opinion, very underrated system.
It
It
is.
was a
I got
great
I
one right
never
system.
here.
had it.
Yeah.
I never had it.
I
Never
don't-
even played on it actually.
After the first time I played on it was with Jacob. I played like Donkey Kong and then
I never touched it.
it was under it was yeah, it was there.
That was right around the time when we were playing a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So
was
I
hard
never
on-
touched the Wii U.
And I
Yeah,
didn't
the
have
Elder Scrolls or Elder Rings or whatever.
Elden Ring, yeah, so yeah. So that was the only thing that happened at Summer
Okay.
Game
You're
Fest
wrong.
that
Mama's
mattered.
right.
So going on to the actual E3 event, that shit sucked too. The
It
only
did.
the only things that stood out was for Nintendo and Xbox. Everyone else, like Ubisoft, shouldn't have even been there. They didn't really show nothing outside of let me see, I got it right here. Avatar.
Oh, I heard
Frontiers
Ubisoft
of-
did their own thing though.
Well, I
Wii
know.
U touched
Did they?
you.
I
Yeah.
only saw this. Oh, I didn't watch that. I just watched the E3, and all they had, of course, was a Let's Dance and more stuff for Assassin's Creed. But they announced Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which comes out next year. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty nice, but nothing I care for really.
I never was a big fan of the
But one thing,
movie.
yeah, but one thing that threw me off
I
was
like the
fact that
movie,
the
but I didn't know
like
they were
the
making a
movie too.
game out of it.
Yeah. But one thing that threw me off about that one was the fact that they announced a Nintendo game at their conference instead of let Nintendo do it.
Oh, you're talking about
Mario plus Rabbids.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's wrong with that? Why can't they announce their game? They worked
I
hard
mean, because
on it.
most times Nintendo wants to release, wants to announce their own
I've
first
I
party
Because
feel-
games.
I figured
okay.
I figured for this one, it's not really a Nintendo game. It's just a Nintendo license.
It starts with
Yeah, that's what I
Mario in the
think.
name.
look. This is
So?
how I saw it. They're like, look, Nintendo, we don't got much, man.
Exactly.
Could we announce this?
I mean, that,
because the rest of our stuff is complete and utter garbage. We need a spotlight here, buddy. And Nintendo's like, we really it's our character, it's our poster child. They're like, but you got Zelda, you got all these other games.
I don't think that's
Wouldn't
how it
you
happened
need
because let's face it, Mario is their
No, I can see it
Go
happening.
to.
I can see it happening.
I can see it.
No, I can see it happening for the fact that Nintendo announced the exact same game with the exact same trailer and everything. Like there
Yeah.
was no difference. But so Naruto, not Naruto, Mario,
Naruto. Somebody's on a Naruto kick right now.
Believe it.
So last year was Mario's 30th or 35th or
Fifth, yeah.
35th thingy, and now
Anniversary.
It's Zelda's. Yeah, now it's Zelda's. I was expecting some bombs, bro, but that was kind of like they're starting off slow with Zelda, dude, because all they showed was a little bit of gameplay for Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
And they announced the Game & Watch for it, which looks dope. And Andrew, I think that's what you were trying to tell me, right? Because I was talking about the OG one, and you're talking about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, but yeah, that one looks sick. And what else was it?
It like how was I gonna put this? They might not actually do anything for Zelda for the 30th, dude.
And that, I mean, I think they are, so for the fact that they made the Game & Watch stuff, and they're
But
doing
it's because
Skyward Sword.
it's like for the when Skyward Sword first came out, it was an anniversary edition for it because for
Got the
Zelda.
got the golden controller
Mm.
and everything with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do the same thing with this one.
Hopefully,
I think the timing for this game coming out isn't a coincidence. They're gonna just do it for that one game and that's it.
I don't know. I'm still waiting out for the whole how they had the 3D All Stars. I want them to do a
Yeah.
variation of that with Zelda, but I was thinking putting so how there's 4 games people want, and you see
But they usually only give you 3.
yeah, but I feel like with this one what they could do is, and I didn't even realize I did this, but Angel kind of pointed out was so how there's different storylines for Zelda, the one where he wins, he dies and he gets stuck back in time, right? So I
Yeah.
believe it. And I was like, what if they bundled those time of events in their own games together, like the 2 games that go hand in hand? You know what I mean? Like the one
Yeah.
where Yeah,
Well, then they're going to have to decide between Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
that'll be Twilight Princess.
Why not? Why not Majora's Mask? Why not? Why
I,
not that?
I, I would think Majora's Mask would make
That's
the
what-
most
that's what I think.
sense.
Because
I
that's where
would-
it starts at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I still want
Yeah.
Twilight Princess. I mean, it could be Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask together.
No.
I feel like it'll be
One or the
Majora's
other.
Mask. It's gonna be a Majora's Mask, Link to the Past, and then what's the other one? Wind Waker.
Apparently, Jimmy said he was upset that they did not announce the Switch Pro.
They're not gonna announce that anytime soon. I mean,
No,
I see,
not yet.
I see that maybe.
I thought that would be like
But
something.
do you know
that they
why? I have
wanna
a theory about
advertise.
this though. I think I know
What's
why.
What's up?
Let's face it, dude. We spent like the whole year of COVID, everybody playing games stuck inside.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna milk the Switch just because it's portable right now, and people are gonna want to go out and travel right now.
I mean, the Switch Pro is gonna be portable
Yeah,
too.
bro.
I think that's what
Right,
they're
but-
on it.
Still, if they can still milk this generation of console, why not do it?
Or they
Yeah.
fucked up and they're still in trouble with their lawsuit.
That too.
Yeah, I
I mean, I think that's a part of it. I think another part of it is the fact that they had a hard time keeping up with switches,
Mhm.
and the fact that everybody is like
yeah,
buying out new systems. I think they're trying to get prepared and make enough to where scalping isn't much of an issue, because Nintendo went on the record and like did not like people scalping their system.
Mhm.
because unlike Sony is more focused on how many consoles they sold, whereas Nintendo's like, we want software sales, and
Yeah.
we're not gonna get software sales of like 1,000 of our consoles are inside of a garage.
Yeah,
Sitting
So,
in a
yeah,
garage,
so that's what I was thinking,
somebody
too.
selling them for like $500.
Yeah, so that's the thing too. Like they're trying to wait until they can meet the demand for it. Which another thing too is I feel like because
I hate scalpers.
it's not gonna be a new console. This is be new, just a new version of it. So
yeah,
hopefully,
just how
Well,
they
updated
did
version.
the
It's a
Nintendo
facelift.
DS to Nintendo
The
XL,
3DS and
3DS
stuff like that.
XL.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. But
It'll just be an update, make
but
it a
yeah.
little better screen, stuff like that.
better chip.
All the stuff that was
everything.
fucking up with the Switch before.
But yeah, but anyways, Breath of the Wild 2 got announced for.
You know, and honestly, I kind of
2022.
hope they take away the whole Joy-Con removal thing.
I like that.
I liked it.
why not just get a Switch Lite?
Because you
then?
can't connect
Yeah,
it to the TV.
That's true.
I mean, my thing
That's
is,
true.
No,
My
you
thing
can't.
is,
You
I
just gotta
plan
get a
on-
HDMI to USB-C, and it'll connect to the TV.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I
it's a lot
plan
of
on using my Switch now as my portable and my Switch Pro as my home console either way. So
Right.
Same.
that don't bother me any. But yeah, that got announced for next year release. And so another thing that happened was, well, Xbox started the whole thing, like getting things popping, right? And
Like always.
yeah, I mean, with last console launch, we had that. Anyways, and it didn't start off so well.
Mhm.
And this time he came in swinging with like, what was it, like 36 games? And
That's why they did this. That's why it was shitty in the first one.
yeah, because they were talking about TV and crap, TV and sports with the Xbox One. But so the whole thing was when they bought Bethesda, a lot of PlayStation and a lot of PlayStation people were assuming that they're gonna get Bethesda games still, right? And then that kind of just Phil ended that right off the bat with the announcement of Starfield and saying it's only exclusive to Xbox. And one thing that I got from that whole event, outside of all the exclusives that they're gonna
Yeah, I
have,
know where you're going with this.
do you? I
We
know.
owned it.
No, but what I'll say with that is how much I'm happy because I'm happy to be a Game Pass Ultimate member for the fact that all those games I don't have to
It's
drop money
premium.
on. I don't have to drop money on it, and I can get them
I mean,
day
you
one.
technically are spending
Technically.
money.
But the thing is, Sony charges $70
So
a
bougie
game.
that he has to sit there and get a subscription.
No, $70 for a game with PlayStation. 5 games, $350. Or I could pay $150 and have 28 games at my disposal. You see right there, you know what I'm saying? But another thing is apparently we're going into the age of 4-person shooting multiplayer games. 'Cause I saw a lot of that, like a lot of
There
Left
was
4
there
Dead
was
games.
yeah,
The
there was
vampire
one
one,
I read
Back for
Redfall.
Blood.
Redfall, I was looking
Red-
to that. Redfall looks amazing.
Yeah,
Mm,
Like,
But
I
hey,
wa-
dude, you know what? Yeah, you're right about this, about the whole 4-person shooter thing. Because right when I saw that, I noticed it. There was like 4 people again doing the shooter thing again.
mhm.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I was kind of burnt out. Like, oh my gosh,
like,
another one.
well, the thing is, like, I feel in the burnout not having even played those yet, you know.
I know.
it's gonna be a lot of games.
But I feel
I
like with
guess-
Redfall is cool because you're playing characters with abilities
yeah.
potentially. I don't know. It's a CGI trailer, but what are you gonna say, Jacob?
My thing is like I haven't played much of those. I saw Redfall, and it looked like compared to the rest of the games, I didn't pay much mind. Redfall actually looked interesting. Looked like they could have a good story to it,
Mhm.
and the fact that it's co-op online already so because that's one thing I want is more co-op games.
Man.
Yeah, I think a
What-
lot of people want that.
I mean,
There's a
my
lot of battle royale games right
Well,
now. It's
Yeah,
Honestly,
kinda
dude, I'm kind of
annoying.
burnt out the multiplayer thing. I just want a good story game.
yeah, no, that's what I want. I think the main thing me and Jacob really want when it comes to co-op online is like the Lord of the Ring game we played, like a story-based co-op game, and not
Yeah.
just a shooting game. Because I mean, not my goal. One of my dreams is to
That's
find that
true.
one RPG game that we could just play online, you know, with a good story and stuff like that. Like let me tell you, I mean, I guess Final Fantasy is online, but not that's
Oh shit!
yeah.
one that's not constantly ongoing.
Yeah,
Like there's an ending at one point.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'm not trying to play WoW for like the rest of my life.
Low key, me and Angel were so hyped to play well, and then I knew there was a subscription, but I didn't know it was that big of a subscription, and I'm just like, damn.
Not even that, dude. Like that DC game that I played, DC Online.
DC
There's
Online,
a,
yeah.
there's a subscription for it, but you don't gotta pay for it. You can still play the game. You know, you gonna replay a lot of missions since you don't have the subscription, but you can still play. You can still level up. You can still do the multiplayer things. You know, you just
Right.
won't do some of the story. On WoW, right when you hit level 20, you gotta start paying, or you're like delete the game.
Mhm.
So, real quick,
Oh
just-
yeah,
what's up?
Jimmy said you got to believe Sony is going to do something like Xbox Game Pass.
No,
You
see,
can't
the thing
really
is-
count them out.
No, I'm
Do
not
you
counting
think
them out
they
at
would?
all. No, the thing is, I want them to because they'll make me buy online for them because I refuse to buy
Mhm.
online for Sony because I just mainly play the story games, right? But the thing
Right.
is, I feel like with their new head, he's all about the glitz and glamour, and he's trying to be like Nintendo. In the sense, he doesn't want to devalue his product. So I feel like in his eyes, he's thinking, like with what Xbox is doing, in his eyes, it's kind of devaluing the product. Like, oh, Bethesda's not as unique anymore because it's accessible to everyone. Whereas Sony's one of those like, it's a rich kid console.
There you go.
That's-
Jimmy also said Redfall had a lot going on with it. The fact that it's open world and had vampires
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
4-player co-op with different powers and different stuff kind of threw a Destiny vibe in a way.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, and
Look,
yeah,
yeah.
and it looks
For
sick.
some reason, I feel like it's gonna be like that Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Operations. 4 people, you gotta.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. That game does not exist, Angel. Don't speak of
I
it
feel
ever
like it's
again.
gonna be like that though.
Don't speak of it
The
ever
game
again. It
does
does not
exist.
exist.
You know you liked it.
I liked it.
Isaac liked it too.
I hated that game.
Why? Because they killed Leon.
It's not a real game.
It's
Anyways.
not a real game. How's it not a real game?
Moving on to.
Just put it out there. I always killed Leon.
That's fine. You're a hater.
You boys really putting the gay in games.
But
God.
no, but anyways, with Xbox, they announced a lot of. I mean, for me personally, there wasn't really many eye-popping games for me for me. But they had the Outer Worlds 2 announcement, which I thought was kind of funny because the whole trailer was them with the narrator making fun of typical trailers, like slow motion to make it more intense than what it really is, and so on and so forth. And then I know Angel doesn't really care for it too much, and I kind of care for it now because I've been playing the game recently. But Forza 5, bro, looks pretty tight, especially with it being in Mexico.
I love playing Forza.
That game looks beautiful. But the thing is, with Forza games, they always look beautiful, though, right? But this one's more so.
They do. They always look fucking badass.
Yeah.
I just can never get into them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a Need for Speed guy myself, but Need for Speed's kind of been lacking. I think the recent one came. The
I haven't
remake
really played
they
any
did.
Need for Speeds.
I mean, I have. The thing
Dude,
is, I have access
I
to it
haven't-
because of EA.
I haven't played any racing games in forever. I wouldn't mind getting back into a racing game.
Bring back Midnight Club,
Like-
baby.
Like when I
Wow.
saw that, I was like, that actually does look pretty cool.
I like
Right.
Forza. Forza's my favorite.
Yeah, and the thing is, it has some chill music to go with it. And then,
Our
course,
cousin
it always
Mario been
does.
playing that game a lot.
yeah, I was like, I was trying to play COD with him one day, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just installing this game, bro. 'Cause I've been wanting to play a racing game." And yeah, he's been on that like a mofo. But
Don't blame him, man.
yeah,
Good
but
game.
they so like I said, most of those games are Game Pass day one, and they were really pressing on their Game Pass. Which I mean, for me,
That's where they're gonna make their money. That's what they
yeah,
want.
I mean, yeah, like I'm fine with it. Like I said, it's a good because my thing is, if I
It's
actually
kind of like
like
their
the
new
game,
subscription, isn't it?
yeah, and or you just have
It's their
typical
new
code.
online subscription.
But yeah, but for me, if I like with Halo, because Halo, that's what I was gonna go with. Halo, the nice looking one, Infinite, they gave a little facelift. And no lie, the multiplayer looks kind of tight. They really did fix it up. I mean, it only took them an extra year, 343, because you're garbage. But the game looks
I
good.
told you they were gonna do it. That was just like a little tiny
They
semi trailer.
sucked.
That wasn't like their end all be all.
I mean, the multiplayer looked tight though, and the fact that it's free to play is pretty cool. That way, it's more.
I
accessible
like
to
it,
the
but at the same
masses.
time, I'm upset by it though.
I feel like there's gonna be some loot boxes behind it because it is online. I mean, because it is free.
Well, they said that they're. Oh shit! What did they say? They said that
I
their
feel like they're
battle
going the
passes will
COD
never
route.
go
You know,
away.
you buy the bundle or something for this one typical gun. for
They
the
do. They
skin.
said
Oh, it's not the guns. I think it's just gonna be skins. So
the
I remember-
customizations and skins.
yeah.
That's all it is. But
and
they
that's what
said on
sucks,
there.
man.
Cause I looked at a clip of it on when I was at work right before I got a call, and I remember it saying, "Fuck, what did it say?" He said that all their add-ons are like customizations. It's going to be a battle pass, but only if you want to use that battle pass. So if they have like
Yeah.
the seasons and stuff like that.
It's
So if it's
optional.
first season and you only want that season, you can go with it, even though they're like in season 4. You can still
Oh, that's
continue.
good. See, I like
You
that.
can still
That-
continue your
yeah.
season.
That's really
That's
good.
So that's
Because
what I saw, and I was like, that was pretty dope.
there's some guns I want from other seasons that I missed out on.
Mhm. Like on
That's
like
that's
yeah.
actually pretty smart. I respect that.
Yeah,
Because like Isaac said,
And-
there's times where you're playing the game and like you're in a season and then you get busy and you forget,
Mhm.
and then the season's over and you can't go back to it.
And then they also say
Yeah,
you
I
can
ain't gonna lie,
choose
this
whichever
season
one.
for
So
COD,
if
for
there's
the
5
weapons
seasons on there,
I'm
you
not
can go
really
to the
feeling it.
third, maybe the first, or the
Yeah,
most
sucks.
recent one. So that'll be dope.
that's cool. I respect
Yeah.
that.
That was the one thing I looked up because it was Halo. I mean,
And I mean, of course. And the thing is, so the zip line looks. I can see people trying to do freaking. All I saw
we're
was
finna do
Widowmaker.
360
All I saw was
no scopes
Widowmaker
off a
watching
zip
that
line in
gameplay,
that
bro.
bitch, you know?
All I saw was Widowmaker, just the zip float in the air, pop. But I mean, and what's so cool is that because Jimmy was so the thing is they also released a trailer or for Battlefield 5, right? And Jimmy was mentioning how like now instead of being limited to certain vehicles, you can I think he said I don't know, they're adding more vehicles, I think is what he said, right?
Right.
And what's cool with Halo is that they're kind of doing the same thing, but apparently you could call in a vehicle. Which I mean
Call in that Puma.
that Puma.
The Puma.
That OG. If you know, you know. But yeah, we can call in like any vehicles, which that tells me the maps have to be massive then, right? If you want to call in a Scorpion or a Warthog or
Yeah.
what's it called? The flying one? Can't remember its name.
Banshee.
Banshee. Yeah, Banshee.
How do you not remember the Banshee?
I
The thing
just
that
can't
pisses
remember.
everybody off
I love the Banshee.
on the first Halo.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
you know,
that
I was
does.
thinking about this too. Since they're doing all that for Call of Duty, wouldn't it be cool if they had like weapon customization for Halo, like they do on Call of Duty?
Like attachments and stuff.
yeah,
Nah, I feel like because the thing that made Halo so unique
add
was
too
the
much.
fact.
you could pick up random weapons from the ground and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, 'cause my thing is with Halo. So the thing, I'm cool with the sprint, but I'm still not the biggest fan of the sprint. 'Cause I kind of like how everyone has to go at the same speed. Because I think that's what I like about Valorant.
Made the
but-
map smaller too.
Yeah, because like with
Made your
Valorant,
maps a lot smaller when you couldn't sprint, but now that you can
Yeah.
sprint, they got to make them bigger.
yeah, and then the thing is like, at that point, it's about skill and not being able to. Okay, I'm gonna run away and do this and do that.
Hmm.
Like everyone's
You can
on
actually
the,
attack
everyone's
and
on
then
an
get the fuck
even
out real
even
quick.
playing ground when it comes to that. But so I feel like if they did it customizations on weapons, some people would have something that'll make it OP or something. You know, they'll have to focus on a lot of balancing when it comes to that.
Or the
How about
mechanics
okay?
of it playing.
How about if they do it like how Apex has done it for Arena, where you have a list of customizations that you pick and you have so many points to spend. So everybody has the opportunity to get the same equipment if they choose, but there's also different routes you
So you're
can
talking
go.
the CS:GO style.
CS:GO and Valorant style.
Valorant
That's what
style.
they
Well,
do.
Halo 5 did that. If you play a certain multiplayer map, you can pick up a weapon and have your customizations from like the weapon you choose. Like, but it came out of like loot packs and stuff like that.
But for the most part, the weapons you can really
Yeah,
add. Like you can add a particular red dot on it, or extended mag, barrel extension,
Right.
a foregrip.
Yeah, I feel like that would take away from it.
Yeah,
though.
I feel like at that point it's not even Halo no more. They're just Call of Duty in space.
It's just a regular game,
It's the new Battlefield.
basically.
No, actually, Battlefield. There's
Yeah, Battlefield. Wait, can you add stuff to it?
you
Battlefield's
can, but
trash.
it's limited.
Oh,
You
you can only
can.
change like what's already there.
Yeah, it's limited.
They don't let you put on like before
Battlefield
grip. No,
is
okay.
trash.
I know on
Battlefield's good sometimes.
Look at
Sometimes.
look at your screen, Trey. Look at your screen.
He's trying to trigger somebody. He's trying to trigger
I
Jimmy.
know he is. I know he
But
is.
another announcement that they made that I was hyped for. So me and Angel hate Sea
That
of
would be
Thieves
like Battlefield
because
5 getting points
me-
and adjusting.
so me and Angel and Jimmy play Sea of Thieves, and I felt more sorry for them because they did Tall Tales to do missions to get to the climax of the whole thing. And
heard y'all were happy
with
about
them,
that.
and I was with them, and we did it. And the boss fight lasted a minute, and then out of
A minute?
you're-
That was an hour and
I know.
something.
So we were in a room full of gold, and Angel was like, "Bro, watch them not even give us this gold and say our greatest treasure is our friendship and our fun." And that's exactly what
I told you they're gonna say something about it's
A
not the
pirate
destination,
life for
it's
me.
the journey.
Yeah. Bro,
That's exactly what they said.
And we got 8,000 gold for that, which in Sea of Thieves is nothing. That's like $8, bro. That's what they gave us for that. And then we Angel uninstalled it. I started playing it, but finally, but
Jimmy said
finally,
the pirate's life for him, bro.
no, but finally they're bringing.
It's about the journey.
They're bringing Pirates of the Caribbean in it now.
Yeah, they're gonna mix in Pirates of the Caribbean. They have
Which
to. I mean, after they fucked up,
finally-
so they kind of have to.
Finally, but that's gonna be sick. I'm
now
hopping back
now
on
it has an
that.
actual story to it too.
Yeah, and then he get dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow, which I'm pretty
Oh.
like, yeah. I'm a rock with that.
Oh,
But,
there'll be a couple sparrows.
I mean,
on the
it'll be kind of cool if we get the skin for the Black Pearl too, though, right? That'd be pretty
dude
tight.
on the
I'm pretty
glizzy
sure, I'm
boat.
pretty sure they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you get the dead monkey as a pet.
Well, you
Jack-
probably get that. You
You get
Oh,
Jack.
you can? That'd be
Okay,
dope.
well, you
I
can
know-
get a dead monkey.
Can you? Oh, well, is his name
That's
Jack
dope.
though?
You can name him Jack.
I'll name mine Jack.
All right, and then
Just like my bird, Toothpick.
and
Yeah.
fucking bird. Another thing is we also saw. I like Borderlands. You guys like Borderlands?
I didn't like it.
It's all
Was
right.
it?
I'm not the biggest fan, but I do enjoy playing it.
Not a game that I like
But Tiny
ran
Tina.
to play.
Yeah, so they announced Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
hmm
I guess it's a game in itself, right? It's not an expansion. So it looks okay. It looks pretty alright. I remember I accidentally went to Tiny Tina's stuff, the DLC, because I bought it on my Xbox One. And I didn't know it came with DLC installed. So I went there and got my cheeks clapped because I was severely under level, and I never went back. So I don't really have no nostalgia for it, but I can see how people can be feeling that.
The gameplay for itself was all right, but it was really the ending of it that kind of like hit you because when you beat Tiny Tina's on that one, it kind of like gave it the future thing for part 3, basically.
Oh, okay. I didn't even play part 3.
I haven't beaten it yet. I got it. but I haven't
I
played
heard
it.
it's good, but the story's trash.
Yeah, apparently
Um,
they did touch it up though with the new DLC and all that stuff.
No, that's good, man. That's good. Another thing is that Square Enix, because they're so good with Marvel, a Marvel license, they announced another game, Guardians of the Galaxy, which looks
Doesn't look
okay.
as bad as I
It
thought it
looks
was.
okay.
Uh,
The only thing is, I feel like they show too
I
much.
mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is already trash, so whatever they do, just make it a little bit better.
Angel is a hater, bro. He didn't like it. He doesn't like
no,
it.
it was a great. Those were great.
Defend it,
movies.
Angel. Defend it, Jacob. Tell him why those are great movies. Defend it, bro.
He said defend it, bro.
Because of their great movies. I mean, I don't know how else to defend it. The
Jimmy
comedy
Jimmy
was
said trash.
solid. Jimmy can shut the F up.
But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like they showed a lot in it. But one thing I did enjoy about that is the fact that
that was a quick
they didn't-
reaction, bro.
what I do like about that is the fact that they didn't use the actor's likeness for the characters.
That's what I was gonna say. I appreciate because honestly, when you think of games based off movies, I hate when they use the likeness of the characters because growing up, movie or games that were based off movies sucked, except for
Spider-Man 2.
Lord of the Rings.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 isn't
All right,
terrible.
so Jimmy got a rebuttal to that.
Wait, Spider-Man 2 was the best
Was
Spider-Man game.
awesome.
Was the
Was
best
awesome.
Spider-Man game
Awesome,
until
yeah.
the recent Spider-Man game, bro.
Spider-Man 3 was garbage.
No, I'm
The-
talking
the
about
game.
2.
The 2 was one of the best.
It still is the best in my opinion. That's just nostalgia, but I understand where people of Miles Morales, but still they use that game as the blueprint. So that
No, they did. I mean, the Spider-Man for the PS4 and then the Miles Morales ones are like on par with Spider-Man 2. I'm not going to say one is better than the other because
Spider-Man 2 is better.
they have a lot of similarities.
I don't know, bro. Spider-Man 2.
So Jimmy said he's only saying it looks okay because he loves the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Okay, here's my thought on the game. Here's my thought on the game. Is it going to be a good game? Honestly, I don't know. I have a feeling it might be okay. It kind of gave me, by the looks and the play, it kind of gave me the Marvel Alliance feel to it.
Except you can only use one character.
Yeah, except you can, but the play and the feel of it, which I think is good. But truth be told, I don't. Other than Marvel Alliance, I don't know any other Marvel games that are good.
Okay, this is people. I know this game is garbage to most people, and I understand it.
You mean to all?
But being a kid, broke, and the only way I could play new games is through Jacob. He bought this game called Marvel Nemesis.
Nemesis.
It was all right.
It was more of a fighting game.
It was more of a fighting game, but I know people hated it because they're like you basically had clones of the you had that Spider-Man guy that shot like acid, whatever.
Still to this day, I say that game had the best skin for Spider-Man.
It did.
The black with the neon green.
I think you get that with the new Spider-Man game, actually.
Yeah, you could get down the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game that came out for the PS4.
Yeah.
No, you can, but doesn't look as. I mean, it looks a little different.
Yeah. But all right, so with the Xbox, like I said, most of their games are gonna be day one. So if you already have Game Pass, you're set. And I mean, yeah. So just to move past that. Nintendo's was a little underwhelming, but not bad, I guess, right? It was okay.
Okay.
I feel like you would have liked the Metro game that came out.
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna say that's what.
Hold on. Let's say Nintendo was underwhelming, and it's sad that they're still the best one.
Really?
I felt because there was really nothing else anybody had.
Yeah. So the thing is, what gave Metroid Nintendo top is Metroid.
Yeah.
I was kind of mad that they didn't say nothing about the Prime series.
I mean, they kind of mentioned it, but they're saying they're still like working on it. Well, I mean, the thing is, I was scared they're gonna mention and be like, yeah, we're just gonna cancel it. That's what I was kind of worried about. And the thing is, I'm kind of upset that Bayonetta 3. I'm not even the biggest Bayonetta 3 fan or Bayonetta fan, but the fact that that game hasn't even been announced or released or spoken of, it's kind
I
of
still gotta
crazy.
play. The first one was good. I haven't played the second
Yeah.
one. I need to.
But yeah, no,
But Metroid, like my thing is looking at the gameplay. I love that they're doing a
like a dark
2D game.
darker
I like
Metroid.
that. I like that it's not first person shooter. Not that I have anything against Metroid Prime.
Right, but
and
that goes back to
person.
the Metroid roots, though. I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I love. That's what I love about it. And honestly, I mean, it could just be because it's a game I grew up playing, and that's why I kind of stole the spotlight and why I feel Nintendo outshine. Because the other games that other people announced, it didn't really catch my attention. They looked good, but I feel like the reason they didn't catch my attention is because I'm not really in depth with gaming anymore. But I still remember
I was
what
gonna
I
say,
used to
I'm
play.
pretty sure we got the same preference. It's kind of just everything they're showing has kind of been outdone already. It's nothing
Repetitive,
new.
right?
Yeah.
It felt repetitive.
Like that game for Bethesda for the Xbox One exclusive, the open world one, Space
Yeah.
Starlight, whatever.
That's supposed to be like a new RPG type
Mhm.
Starfield
game.
or
Like
Outer
super
Worlds?
open world, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just like, I personally don't feel like I have the time to play that game another game like that all over again. Even though I love like grindy games, I feel so burnt out of them.
I mean,
already.
yeah,
There's so many of them out.
the whole open world
It's-
aspect is
It's hard to do.
exhausting. That's why,
Yeah.
like, that's why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed, and that's why I don't really play like open world. I mean, because Zelda, I beat it, I never went back to it because it's not a game I can pick up and just play and like. The thing I don't want a game short enough where I
It's because you don't got an objective to go do. If you just pick
Yeah.
up
That's
and
it,
play,
bro.
you're like,
He got the time to play it.
Jimmy talking
Don't let him lie.
Damn, Jimmy throwing shade.
yeah.
Calm down, Jimmy. Too
But,
far.
to me,
Oh,
I feel
shit.
that's why Nintendo outshined. You
All right,
got
let me say it again. I personally don't feel like I can invest that kind of time to it again.
But okay, so real quick with Metroid Dread,
hey,
though,
Angel. I agree with you.
no,
I
but
I
understand.
just don't like those games.
so there's a thing with Metroid Dread though that people are kind of upset about, and it's the fact that it's a $60 game.
It's a Nintendo
And
game.
no, and here's the thing. So people are like, for instance, Shovel Knight. You know, there's a lot of 2D side scroller games out there that people are accustomed to paying $20 to $30 for, 40 at the most. So
Right, but Shovel Knight's not a big name game like Metroid.
Look.
yeah, but people are
Like-
comparing it to that.
This is what's going to happen. You're going to have these people pissed off and be like, I can't believe I'm having to spend $60 on this game.
But it's
As
so
they're
Spend it, though.
as they're buying the game.
I don't remember people they were boycotting Sword and Shield because they didn't have all the Pokemon in there, and yet
Yeah.
they sold
Yeah.
millions. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
So-
the best thing you could do. I mean,
Still
I'm sure they want you to boycott at this point. Like that means
I
that
mean,
they're selling.
It gets better. They get
It was the same with Mario All Stars. Like people hated the fact that they're just buying the same game over,
I
but they
thought
still
$60
bought
was
it.
a good. I thought $60 was a deal.
Right,
bargain for
but
those
let's face
games.
it, dude. If you have some kind of computer knowledge and all that stuff, you can emulate those 3 games for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the common
Mhm.
man just they just want it right there, bro. Not have to do all the.
just want it in my hands right
Yeah.
now. If I could, I would have someone feed it to me.
Me personally, I don't mind that $60 because I'm not gonna pay 60 to begin with, anyways. I'm gonna. What the frick is that?
I thought it was like a
EMS
Metroid thing.
That
You got-
that Corona.
Oh, it's the coronavirus.
That's adorable.
Little
Thank you for
challenge
your
card.
service, Trey. Thank you.
right. But I mean, I'm not gonna pay 60 because I want to buy it on sale. But even though I don't think 60, like if it's a good and it's long enough, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
it looks
franchise that
It's-
has
it's like
given
this,
good
dude.
games.
Give me
so-
one Nintendo game with the main character that's less than $60 on opening.
I mean, that's a fair point.
wait.
That is legit.
Not years ago, dude. I'm talking about like for the Switch.
The Switch.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
No, here's the
so-
funny thing.
Yeah,
No,
there's hasn't
you're right.
been-
You want to say why? Because with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, they actually raised the price to 60 when it was
Yeah.
50 on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just Nintendo, you know. They're comparing it to like third-party platform games, you know.
Right.
That's fine, but it's not. They don't got that kind of muscle behind those titles, you know.
And the one thing, okay, and then another thing Nintendo announced right off the bat was the new Smash character.
Yes.
The King Batch.
Of course, Natsuka Yuza from Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I didn't really care for it. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, but I feel like this will be the one time where Street Fighter Cross Tekken gets done right.
Right.
Really?
Oh.
Damn.
Hey, let's think about what's another fighting game that they haven't announced yet. They haven't brought a character. They brought King of Fighters. They brought Street
Mortal
Fighter.
Mortal Kombat.
Is it Mortal
MK
Kombat?
and I mean, there's a lot of fighting games. We got that Blaze Blue.
But like the mainstreams.
Yeah, mainstream.
Street Fighter, Tekken, Soul Calibur, and Mortal Kombat. I would say Dead or Alive, but that's kind of
Wait,
been dead.
you think a Virtua Fighter?
Mhm. Virtual.
Oh yeah, Virtual Fighter.
What game are you thinking, Angel?
I thought you were gonna name one.
No, I was just asking a question, like you know, like
Oh yeah. I mean, those were like my thing is, I wasn't too surprised, but I found it hilarious because the one thing that the Smash community gets a lot, the number one crap is the other fighters communities are like, well, Smash Brothers isn't a real game. Street Fighter is, Tekken is, King of Fighters, you know. And now I'm like, well, we got all your characters in our game now. What's up? We got Street Fighter, we got freaking Tekken, King of Fighters.
hey,
Shoot.
so how to say? I'm still disappointed because that's like one. There's only one more slot for that season for characters.
You know who's
Yeah, but
gonna
those-
be? I can tell you who's gonna be right now. You're here to
Who?
hear first. Nightmare.
Could be.
Hmm.
I can see Nightmare in it.
I still want it to be a Dark Souls character.
But who? Morgan? Morgan's too out.
No,
there,
that's
right?
Darkstalkers.
Dark
Oh, it is
Souls.
Dark. You want Dark Souls? That's right.
Yeah.
I was thinking fighting games.
People are
sorry.
still waiting for Master Chief to get in there.
That never happened.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, I
Well,
don't
then
know.
again, I said the same thing
I
about
don't know.
Fortnite. You know, Fortnite's a little trash game. Then they got Kratos, they got Master Chief,
They got
Mhm.
they got
Yeah, and
Rick
Rick and Morty.
Chun-Li, Ryu,
Rick and Morty now.
Yeah, I'm a little upset that they
Ripley,
put Rick in there.
Alien. Like, oh my god.
And
But yeah,
That game will never
so-
fucking die.
I don't know, man. Like a lot of the people that played it are like Ninja. Ninja moved on to League of Legends. Tim
Like everyone
Tatman and then moved to COD. Like I feel like Warzone's
No,
finally
I don't-
catching up.
Well, Warzone will catch up once they fix their issues.
well, that's why they're trying so hard with these extra characters. They want to bring the community back to those games.
Yeah, but
they gotta fix their software
like,
first
I was so
and get rid of hackers.
no, dude. That's right. They make billions of
So
dollars,
many.
but can't get an empty cheat.
Can't get an
They're
empty
cheap.
cheat for
They're
one.
cheap, bro. They're
Just
cheap.
oh my
But,
You know
god.
why they don't do it? Because that's part of the community too. The cheating thing.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I feel-
not
I
like
feel-
this. It's really
feel
bad, dude.
I felt Apex struggles with that too, though.
Yeah, but Apex
it's-
is. Oh, they're not
They'll
making
ban you
billions
after
of
a while.
dollars. Compared-
Yeah.
Apex will ban you after a while, and I love the fact that they what was it? At one time they got all the
The cheaters and put them together.
put them together
Yeah,
and
that
make
shit was
them
funny.
fight each other. Yeah.
Like for Warzone, they just haven't fixed it, and it's been like that since they started.
I feel like there's this one game that me and Isaac and I feel like who else was playing with us?
When? What game?
When we ran into the aimbot dude.
Warzone. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Warzone,
dude,
Warzone,
I got
Warzone.
shot by a dude looking below me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Oh, that
like,
happened.
No,
you're under the
I
ground.
jumped off the roof. And I got headshotted by this dude
Yeah, this thing not getting focused. So it's not
behind the tree.
Sorry, closer to it.
You kiss it. You gotta kiss it. Tell the camera that you love them.
I love him. I love you.
And I
Gotta hold
just
your
like
hand
his
there
wing.
for a little
Look,
There we go.
it's starting to fit. It
I
was starting to
fixed
fix. It was starting to fix. No, it's because you said you love it. You
But
said you can get on your knees.
oh, and I got an update. So I'm playing Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 2.
You beat it finally.
Is the worst game I've ever played. The
Nah.
fact
I
that
I would not say it's the worst.
the fact that most of the bosses can be beaten by
balls.
the game's boss. The fact that I can beat the bosses, and the thing is, most of the bosses you have to beat them using the guns, which takes forever.
You're not playing it right, bro.
Apparently, I am. Because
Nah,
his
bro.
sword doesn't do nothing, and then you find new swords, and it's basically just like, oh yeah, it's a new sword. What's so special about it?
Looks cool.
It's wider. It's wider.
It's
I'm like, okay. And like, bro, that game is. I will say that game has the best looking Dante. No, like character
Play
model, best looking
Play
Dante.
3. Play
Well,
3.
I'm still trying to play through Lucia's or whatever the girl's names. But I don't think I can do it.
I told you
okay.
not to do it, dude.
Jimmy has a
I didn't play
couple-
hers.
Jimmy has a couple that he Rainbow Six Extraction.
I didn't care for that, but yeah, I mean, if you're into Rainbow Six, there you go.
I am. I didn't know they were releasing another one. And
There's
also, what's
it looks
everyone's
like
thoughts
Gears.
about Contraband?
They didn't show nothing like Contraband. It just it just showed the name of it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just showed just a picture like Contraband. No one knows
But
nothing
this
about
Rainbow Six Extraction, though. So what was that about?
it. It looks like Gears.
It's a new game mode, basically. You go in, you save somebody, and then there's like a horde coming at you.
Like Horde of Zombies?
No, like,
Infected aliens or something.
yeah.
Oh,
Like, it must be
You
Gears
got-
5.
You got to
so
shoot
they're doing.
things.
So back in, I think it was maybe 2
No,
years
yeah,
ago?
they announced something like
did the
that.
same
but
thing. They did
yeah,
something
it had
like
a
that.
different name though. I forgot what it was.
I can't remember what it
But
was either. But it was
they
when they were
dumped out-
releasing Finca and this other guy.
Yeah, they dumped that one. Then they came
Like
out with the
Outbreak or
extraction one.
Biohazard or something. It was something like that. Some fast clips. Okay.
Resident Evil was on Dead by Daylight now. Just out there.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I thought I was already there though. Was it
No,
not?
they just came out like a few weeks ago, a week ago.
No, I guess. But I mean, that's all I got that I actually cared about on my little handy dandy notepad. I don't know, Jacob.
A handy dandy notebook.
Did you see anything that I didn't mention that you thought was interesting? Nah, not really, right?
No,
Angel?
I mean, it was a pretty bad E3. Like, I know a lot of people gave last year's crap, but I
There
felt
wasn't
last
an
year
E3.
better.
There wasn't an E3.
Huh?
There was no
What-
E3
oh,
this year.
It was a
No?
showcasing. You're thinking about
A
the
showcase.
showcase.
Yeah.
I'm thinking showcasing then.
Even then, it was COVID season. I doubt they thought they were even going to do anything
Yeah.
this
I
time.
mean, even then, it was better than this E3.
It was better than, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, right? But I mean, I guess that's unless you have anything else to add, both think we're done.
Yeah.
I'm good.
None? All right. Oh, no, wait. By the time you're watching this, it won't even matter. But yeah. Also, yeah. So Trey is streaming the podcast, and you can catch him at. I don't know where you can catch him. He changes his name a lot,
I did not. They changed it one time.
twice.
No, it hasn't been twice.
Where can I find you, Trey? Where can I find you on Twitch?
Easy Text Gaming.
I'll also put a link in the description. And we've been streaming Valorant a lot, so if you want to watch our
Valorant.
streams and whatnot, they'll all be in the description.
That's what
Jacob, where can they contact us outside of the comment section? Because you can also hit us up on the comment section. I know Edgar. Hey Edgar, I know you're listening, buddy. I know you had some
Sup, fam?
complaints. I know you had some complaints about our misinformation on the Pokemon episode, and we're sorry about that. But I do recall us saying
What was the complaints?
apparently we were wrong about how the EXP shared when it was introduced and how it works.
Okay.
If anything, I'm not gonna question him because he plays Pokemon way more than I do now.
I wasn't
Oh,
wrong.
no.
I know what I was talking about.
Oh no.
But I'm
I'm
pretty confident. But if we did say anything wrong, leave it in the comments, and you can also know when we upload and stuff by ringing a little bell and subscribing. But if you're listening to us on our other streaming platforms, and you want to leave us a message, you can find us at our social media pages. Where at, Jacob?
On Twitter at Dude Let's Chat Pod. On Instagram at Dude Let's Chat.
Boom. And
Give us a follow.
give us a follow, and let us know what your thoughts are.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think that's it. Everyone, thank you for listening to the DLC podcast. We'll catch you guys next week. Later.